Hello, welcome back to another episode of Wunduniik Death Knight playthrough. If you're watching after this stream is done, thanks for watching. If you're here for the stream, thanks for joining. Alright, so let's continue where we left off here. We just got to the White Run, talked to the Jarl, and looks like we're going to be doing the Bleak Falls Barrow. Hopefully it goes smooth. I mean, we're not at a very high level, but let's see how it goes and we'll plan from there. Let's go. Also, I changed the hairstyle of our character and added a little bit of face paint to him, just to kind of add a little bit more style. So far I'm liking this EMB. It is a bit dark in the evenings though, but otherwise, you know, the water, the sky, it all looks great. I really like this White Run. It's got a lot of character to it. Here, let's take the other route that we haven't gone yet.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Give me your money.
It took me weeks to find that news. Can't stop.
I don't have any money. You better give me 5 seconds right now. I'm gonna bloody you. No, please.
And this mod list has lanterns. It looks like it's a good substitute for torches.
10 seconds tomorrow, baby.
You can toggle them just as easy. So that's pretty good for the evenings or the nights.
Yes, House Cop. We leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else. We don't know where the dragon is.
I was thinking we'd take the long way to Bleak Falls today, see if we come across anything interesting. Looks like the horses are a little bit modified. It's got some really skinny legs there. But it looks like, yeah, the horses are redone on this mod list. We'll have to buy one soon. I can tell you one thing, this mod list is not easy on your computer. My computer is louder than I usually hear it, but so far visually it's running pretty smooth. Let's go ahead and save right here. You never know with Skyrim. You never know when a crash will happen. But so far so good. No crashes on this list.
Come along, no more stops.
And even Lore Rim on my last series, I played 3 or 4 episodes, no crashes at all. So the stability is getting really good on these bot lists, especially the higher tier ones like Wunduniik and Lore Rim. Even Apostasy has a really good stability rating. I believe that's a player home over there that you can purchase, if I'm not mistaken. We should go check that out sometime. Occasionally I'll see it on some mod lists, but it is pretty rare. Alright, so we're gonna see, I mean, when I face these bandits at the top of the hill here, that's gonna be a good indication on how difficult this entire endeavor is gonna be going to Bleak Falls. So I am curious to see how it's gonna go. Again, for some reason this mod list has incredibly hard to beat animals. I don't understand why exactly, but they're much harder than the humans, or humanoids. Okay, that power attack worked out pretty well. I think ideally, when I pick up a two-hand sword, that's going to be the main weapon I want to use on this playthrough. And it should be not too difficult to find from one of these guys coming up. Alright, let's give this a shot. Okay, so far so good. Bit of stuttering going on there. What is going on? Alright, let's give the game a moment to catch up here. Okay, we're good. Whew, thought we were gonna crash right there actually. Alright. Let's see. eye patch for style. Let's see what else there is. I have a good feeling about this. So far it's going smooth. So in this mod list, it looks like there's a penalty for using potions too often. So definitely gonna try and stick to using the healing spell. So I'll have to put some points into restoration. Also, we leveled up, so let's see what we can put into that. Okay, heavy armor. I think that'll go a long way for us. Put some points into... Let's go with stamina. That's lacking a little bit. Let's beef up our ability to maintain ourselves in a melee fight first before we go into conjuration. Two-handed weapons, 50% more damage, 2% more critical damage. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep that going. Yeah, it's dark. It is definitely dark. But, I mean, that's realistic, right? See, our vision got a little blurry from the alcohol. Let's see how we fare against these guys. I need a two-handed sword. One of you gonna give it to me. Very nice. Alright, let's heal a little bit. Alright. Let's get some help. Come on. There we go. Alright, we almost got him. One more guy.
Fool, I will see you dead.
Well, that did no damage. Oh, we got a head rolling down the hill. Okay, let's see here. Perfect two-handed sword. Some lockpicks. Let's see how combat feels with this sword. Oh, it's much stronger than my axe, so this should be good. Okay, good. I like the speed of it. Some mod lists, the speed of the two-handed sword is just unbearably slow. So this is good. This is good news. Alright. Okay, that didn't go too well. So, maybe this place is just a bit higher level. But we're gonna give it another go. I usually don't have any issues with Bleak Falls Barrow, with the exception of, I guess, this right now, and Lore Room. Otherwise, whenever I go there in any mod list, or even, of course, vanilla Skyrim, no problems. Alright. Alright, let's go.
Over here.
Talos smite you.
I love a good fight.
turn off that sound effect from, I believe, Sanguine Symphony. Okay, so it looks like there's a stress and fear mechanic in this game. So my guy's a little stressed out.
time to end this little game. Hell, you'll pay for this. Just die.
There you are, zombie. Where you been? Wait, what? What just happened? Was I poisoned this whole time? Hmm.
voices speak our name. Bound to glory, bound to story, bound to fate, bound. Old tales rise away. Dragon breath in the sky. Songs of war refuse to die. Stealing runes, oaths unbroken. Every myth once spoken. Lord bound from dust and stone. Lord bound, the past return. Lords bound from dust and stone. Lord bound, the past return. The story lies.
Yeah, I see we got a couple people watching here. Just to catch you guys up, you could rewind to if you want, but we're having a little bit of a slog here in Bleak Falls Barrow. Looks like this mod list is a bit unforgiving, so it's a little bit embarrassing, but we're just trying to get through it. I swear I've put 700-800 hours into Skyrim and different mod lists. So, but Bleak Falls Barrows has never been so hard. This and Lorim not going easy on me.
What was that, huh? Over here. Just die already.
Okay, one of these guys had a great sword. Let's see. Yeah, this is stronger here. Yep, that's better than what I have. I'll take that. So, before you tuned in, the game had crashed a little bit ahead of here. So, let's see if that happens again.
Damn elves. You'll pay for this. Lucky hit.
So there seems to be something that's draining my health significantly. It's got to be a status effect here. It drops so quick. Okay, so potion toxicity. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but when that guy hit me, my health was going down big time. Maybe there's a bleed effect that gets applied. If there is, I definitely did not see that before in any mod list, a bleed effect getting applied to the player. See, like, I'm losing health right now. Some people just really like a challenge. You know, a lot of mod lists out there are for those people who want it really difficult as possible. And I mean, that's cool and all, but I do like Skyrim on the easier side. I'll be straight up about that. It's a little bit more enjoyable when you're just completely dominating. But I get it, it's rewarding. It's rewarding if you're dominating in a hard game. So, there's two sides to that. Hopefully we get this build coming online eventually, and we'll know what that feels like. I do need to figure out why I was losing health so significantly earlier though. So if you rewind back here, I got down here to fight the skeevers, and then I just died, and then I crashed. My health just drained like all the way to the bottom. You see that? You see how it's draining rapidly? I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's intended, but that's a problem. I have to save scum it through Bleak Falls Barrel, sadly. It's just because I can die at any moment. See, look at this. Okay, the spider hardly taking damage from me. Yeah, he took half my health from just tapping me. Does not inspire confidence, that's for sure. Okay. Let's look around the corner before we go that way. I'm pretty sure that's the spider boss in that room. Nice, another upgrade to our great sword. They have unique names for these weapons in this mod list. I noticed that. Okay, that's I'm pretty sure this is not the standard looking spider from the vanilla or even retextured. This is like some alien looking thing.
Over here. It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure?
Should we bring him back alive as a zombie? Let's try that. Let me check out. I mean, we need more survivability first and foremost. So let's check out. Yeah, let's get our armor rating up a little bit. How are you making that sound? Like through your neck? Sorry, I'm save scumming. I don't know if you noticed, but I could die any moment in this. This is like a really brutal Bleak Falls. Is my zombie friend even doing anything? No. So far, I've gathered zombies are quite useless. So we're gonna stick with the wolf. He's a little more proactive. Some of you watching may wonder why quick loot is not enabled, and I think it was discovered from the Lorem creator Biggie that it was the cause of the compass kind of going missing and then locking up some of your features in your game, which eventually leads to a crash. And I gotta say that's true. I've disabled quick loot on my other mod list, Apostasy, and since then I've never had any issues with the compass kind of going missing and the action key kind of locking up. So if you do have that issue with any mod list you're playing, definitely I recommend disabling quick loot and then maybe doing a resaver. No. I gotta say thank goodness for my summon, because this would be a lot harder without him distracting the guy. gotta get the jump on them in this. You gotta run and attack them before they get a chance to attack you. Yeah, supposedly there's another enemy here, but I don't see him. Let's turn off that slow motion. Usually I like it, but it's getting to me. Let's see, where is it? Time slowdown off. Jesus. He just one-shot me. Alright. You're gonna have to tank him this time, Mr. Wolf. I'm actually scared of, like, enemies that I've never been afraid of usually in Skyrim. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the wolf? Okay, he's got aggro. I don't know how his health keeps going back to full again. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. And then this Wraith here. Is this Wraith healing him? Is that what's going on here? No. His health keeps going back up. I'll do some hits on him and then he'll go back up to full health again. His health is going up faster than I can take it away. Okay, this guy is broken, which makes me wonder what else is broken. He probably falls in the category of overpowered animals, like the ones I've been encountering. The super OP skeevers and wolves. Something's broken with the scaling of those guys. It's best that we just move on. I'm pretty sure he can't follow me in here. See, that's how a fight's supposed to go. I was wailing on that troll, which he can't get to me luckily, and his health kept regenerating so rapidly. Hopefully that's fixed in the next update for this mod list, which is coming in about a week or so. No, don't focus on him. Come back this way. Okay, well, we just leveled up. Hopefully we can get something that gives us a little bit more survivability. We're gonna have to cut down the cost of some restoration spells. Totally save scumming through this place. It's a good thing I saved right there. Okay. Come on, wolf. Come on, wolf. Yeah, next level up, we're gonna have to cut down the cost of these summons. I'll probably have to start using a bow a little bit until I get some ranged spells. I don't want to have to do that, but honestly, it's gonna be a miracle. We're close to the end, but it's gonna be a miracle if I can be that final boss in this dungeon. gonna have to add some ranged abilities in here. Alright, almost to the final boss here. You want to take your bets? Am I gonna die? Or am I gonna prevail? Let's see. Either way, I'm gonna need this wolf to pull some weight. Alright, get aggro, wolf. Come on, Mr. Wolf. Get his attention. Oh, come on. We did it. We actually did it. Oh, I'm so happy. I guess that's what they talk about, right? If a game is incredibly hard for some reason, it's just more rewarding when you prevail. Kind of see that perspective a little bit more now, but I mean that Yeti or that troll, he was definitely glitched out because he was regaining health faster than I was taking it away from him. Ain't no way that's how it's supposed to be. That's cool. That's a thorns type of helmet. A little bit less defense, but reflects damage back. I can definitely dig that, and it probably looks better too. Let's see. Let's save the game. And I believe there's a chest usually around here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. There's some really unusually different things in this mod list, like this skillet, and then these like random swords that drop on the ground are like unique weapon names. Well, I know this mod list has a paraglider, so I think the next episode we're gonna go for that paraglider next. Maybe I can squeeze it onto this episode. We'll see. Yeah, there's definitely some things that need to be fixed in this mod list. One is the animals. They're incredibly OP for some really odd reason, and that and that Yeti might fall in that category, and that he's just like some freak exception, like freak example of that. Yeah, and then also my health is just like completely draining, like so quickly from fighting a skeever, like even after the battle. That's really unusual. It goes to show you that no mod list is perfect. But I can tell you right now that Eldergleam and Apostasy, those two mod lists, I enjoyed from like start to finish. The difficulty, you know, there was some difficulty in Apostasy, but it has this like death system where you just turn into a ghost for a few moments and then you become ethereal basically, and then you come back to life again with some penalties. And I did like that. So, I mean, you do have quite a bit of penalties that stack up if you keep dying, but you know, you don't have to worry about having to reload a save. I haven't been doing it for this mod list because I'm about to update it soon anyways, when an update comes out next week. But I mean, when you die, you're modded Skyrim, you're essentially supposed to completely close down the game and load it back up again. And because I'm live streaming, I'm not doing that. It's just too much work. So I don't know where I'm going with that. Essentially, this and Lorerim have been kind of riddled with some game-breaking bugs, like that troll. Lorerim's combat is a little wonky, and I think some of its systems are broken too. But Eldergleam V3 and Apostasy, the most recent Apostasy, were like a pleasure to play. Of course, I went heavy and modded both of those with my own mods, but it took the mods fine, and it didn't have any stability issues after.
Need something? I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. There's enough for all of us if you aren't greedy. Of course.
Okay, let's see how far I am. Okay, I'm pretty close to Fall Creek. I think I'm gonna go for the glider. And then after that, I'll port back to Dragon's Reach and turn in the quest. So X marks the spot. Somewhere in that general area. Some of you guys may know it, but the mod lists that have the floating islands, is there a way to get up there? In case you guys are wondering what kind of performance this mod list has, I have a 9070 XT. What's going on up there? And on the top left you can see I'm getting 30 FPS outside.
Never should.
Of course I'm playing at 4K, so that's demanding. And this mod list doesn't hold back on its features, but it does have two options. One's a more graphic intensive option, preset I should say, in mod organizer, and one's like a lower end one. And I'm playing the lower end one, and this is the kind of performance I get. My CPU is a Ryzen 9700X, so that's not too much of a slouch either. So in case you haven't noticed, the imps, those are from Oblivion. They're not part of Skyrim usually. So that's a mod. Okay, that wolf was the first wolf that never gave me trouble. Hopefully the glitch undid itself. One can be hopeful. So I definitely have to be a drinker in this game because the stress system says that drinking will settle it a little bit. And then because of the way we're doing heavy armor, I believe we're gonna have to lean into some enchanting to offset the perks that we're losing out on from not going with like lightweight robes for necromancy. So we're gonna swing by Fall Creek and just get the fast travel point there, and then we're gonna head up to get the paraglider. Should probably sleep at the inn and drink a little bit to see if it kind of gets some of these debuffs off of us too. Yeah.
And what might you need?
I'm just stoked that we got through Bleak Falls. It wasn't looking very good, especially when I encountered that troll that I thought I was like, okay, game over. They're all gonna be like this, or at least the final boss is gonna be some incredibly OP guy if the troll was that OP. But no, I think it's just an issue with the mod list. I don't think it was intentional.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Welcome to Dip. If you want a place to spend the night, let me know. I keep the inn. I'll rent you a room. For that price? Sure. Of course. How can I argue with that? Been talk of a little boy in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino. Get this. He's been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Foolish lad. Of course, it's all in this note. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Are you joking? You just rented a room for me.
That's right. Sorry, forgot.
It would seem so. Of course.
We're just gonna sleep until the next day. it gets sloshed a little bit. Okay, still feel a little stressed. How about one more? Alright. Wait, let's take a small nap to sober up a little. That didn't help. Okay. I don't know how you get this debuff. It's very vague. But it's not a huge debuff. 5% less damage dealt. I can live with that. It'll drop off on its own, hopefully. Sorry I saved so much. You never know when you're testing these mod lists when a crash might happen when you open a door, and having to repeat things over and over again, it doesn't make very good for watching or for playing, for that matter.
Be careful.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, like he has a drunk walk. That's funny. Okay, so if I remember right, you're gonna walk up this hill, which I feel like we just came from, and then you're gonna see someone on a paraglider kind of plummet to the ground and die, and that's where we pick up the quest to get the paraglider. Somewhere around here it's supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen already at this point, I believe. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe there's a different implementation of the paraglider mod in this mod list. I'm pretty sure I looked at MO2 and they do have paraglider in there. Okay, well, I'll look into it off stream later. Let's go ahead back to Dragon's Reach and turn this in. At least we got the fast travel for Falkreath, which will come in handy to do some side quests for leveling. I can't quite see who's watching this stream right now, but I appreciate you jumping in to watch for so long.
knowledge is... Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with you. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. The sword coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, we better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster in the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
Thanks. Let's see. Your gift here. That's pretty handy. That is pretty handy. Magic regeneration, 23%. I can kind of see why you're super underpowered in this game now, because they have generous gear.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution. I'll...
I'm still pretty happy that we made it through Bleak Falls. That's like a big sign that things are looking up for me.
pleasure to see you as well.
Let's dive into the MCM together and see what kind of settings are in this game. So Afterlife, yeah, I think that's not what it sounds like. Ambient dragons. Okay, I was wondering what kind of framework there is for followers in here. So busy. I never had a mod list with this one in it. So because I'm gonna be a summoner, I was thinking about not going with any followers, but because this mod list is a bit on the harder side, I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to walk that back a little bit and at least use Lydia after I complete this next quest to kind of help me get through some of these beginning levels while we're building our guy up. But what I'm looking for is something that might be causing those animals to be glitched out and like really OP. Yeah, so this mod list has LOTD. Again, I've never played a mod list before that had LOTD, but I hear a lot of good and bad things about it, but I am curious to try it out. So I think at some point in the next few episodes, we're probably going to explore LOTD a little bit more in depth. I believe there's a museum that's the starting point in Solitude. So, but that's like a whole episode of its own, or maybe a few episodes. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Kind of a new experience. But I want to gain a few levels here first before I dive into that. I have a feeling that you're going to have to go delving into some dungeons that could be a little risky. Okay. I'll look into it again more in depth sometime off stream. Oh wow, this EMB looks really good right now. Wait, why are you running this way? I thought we were going to the dragon.
Oh my, you stupid bastard.
What? What did you just say to me?
What can I do for you, friend?
That's what I thought.
You need to be careful in the city. You never know who you can trust these days.
I don't like the way that lady was talking to me. I definitely need to buy a horse. I'll be right back. Let me check this guy.
Hello there, traveler. What can I help you with? Of course. If you change your mind. Suppose so. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Ride strong.
It's kind of an unusual overhaul of the horses. They're so skinny for some reason. Like, I don't understand why people overhaul the horses in Skyrim, because I literally play the stock Skyrim or vanilla on my RLG ally, and the horses ride fine. I mean, he rides okay. He's pretty responsive, but you could have left him stock looking at least. In my opinion, I don't want to be hypercritical, so don't take it that way.
No sign of the dragon. I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened.
Part of these playthroughs, it's kind of like an ongoing review of the mod list, because it's really hard to review a mod list unless you've played it for many hours. So yeah, horses definitely is a thing in mod lists that a lot of people kind of, in my opinion, unnecessarily modify. Apostasy and Elder Gleam, they did just some visual overhauls on them, but mainly they left the rest vanilla, which I like. But like Lorim's horses, it feels like you're gliding on it, like a motorcycle almost. It's really weird. like the sound effects. That's unique. I see what you're doing here. You're trying to get me to hit my horse. I'm not gonna do it. I just bought him with all my money. And it looks like these guys' arrows are killing you for me. Dude, what? Why are you trying to kill my horse, dragon? Okay, now he's got negative health. Still alive. Now I don't know what to expect. He's just this is comedic. He's just after my horse. That's it. I think this is a situation where he falls under the category of an animal which is having issues right now in this mod list. I'm really glad I invested into that restoration skill point. Okay, I don't know what to do here. At this point, it's a little absurd. He should be dead. I'm thinking I just gotta hit him once and then maybe it'll take. Okay, I'm dying though. This. I'm sure you're watching this, whether you're watching it now or watching it in the future. This is one of many glitches so far we've encountered. Some mod is causing these issues. I just don't know what mod it is. But this is gonna go on forever. There's gotta be something that can break the cycle. What can I do to get this dragon to actually die? He's not landing, so I can't really fight him. His health shows a negative value. Okay, let's assume he has 900 health and that we didn't do any damage yet. If I get him to negative 900, maybe he'll die. let's see if that theory holds up. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe now, if we fight him, he won't be glitched out. Let's see. This horse has like greyhound legs. You know the dog greyhounds? You might want to stay away, horse. Just land. Just land one time. Yes, we did it.
Look at that.
This game just has really hard moments and then really easy moments, I suppose. Because I've never taken a dragon out that quickly before on the first landing.
Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Yep, everybody, I'm Dragonborn.
My father used to tell stories about the dragon.
Bow down.
Those born with the dragon blood. Like old Tiber said. There weren't any
See?
dragons then. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. Old tales tell of the Dragonborn who can kill dragons and steal power. You must be one.
You say, being awfully quiet. Come on, tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping it quiet, flapping your thumbs in matters you won't know about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now you know for sure. I don't need some nitpicky dragon lord. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand. You ain't law.
All across Tamriel, I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Master. Our dragon.
I like the grass. I mean, it's not green, but it's nice.
You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the way of the Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be,
I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn.
No nonsense. Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know? To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
You knew who this guy looks like from far away,
I serve
Proventus.
Jarl Balgruuf as
He looks like Tywin Lannister from far away. When you come up close, not quite. Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones, if you don't know who that is.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl.
Yep.
Lead the way.
Alright. Could use a tank.
I've got your back. What? Want me to carry?
Well, let's see. I'm not gonna use those one-handed weapons. So you could use those. If I can find it. Where are the weapons he gave me? Didn't he just give me? Oh, you know what? There. You can use that. And I swear there was an axe, but maybe I'm missing it.
Mm-hmm. I understand. If you want my opinion, Iverstead. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend you. There's nothing you can learn. You'll learn what you need to know once they've completed their training. At least, you should. But I'm sworn to your service. You lead, I'll follow. Lead on.
Okay. All right, we have a helper. I think we made a lot of progress. So we're on our way to Iverstead to talk to the Greybeards. And we just completed Bleak Falls Barrow, which is great. We've encountered a lot of glitches. We beat our first dragon. So, I think we're on our way. This playthrough is moving along. Okay, well, we're gonna leave it at that. This is the end of the episode. I think what we did is in line with the episode name, Path of the Dragonborn. Thank you all for bearing with me through those glitches, or those issues with those mods, and me dying excessively inside of Bleak Falls Barrow. I know it seems like amateur hour, but I swear some of this is just kind of a weird balancing issue with this mod list. But it's always evolving, and so I feel like the next update could solve it. Or if I can figure out what mods are at the bottom of it, maybe I'll dig into their Discord a little bit and talk to them and see if anyone else has this issue. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and you'll be notified of my next live stream. I think I might stream tomorrow, or later on today, I guess I should say. In Japan right now, it's about 1:20 a.m. So, but I'm off tomorrow, so I should be able to stream. Hope to catch you then. Thanks for watching.